Who are you? What is your business? What are your
100%,
what are your people looking for? And then to really
100%.
find out, to know how they need to sculpt their work to fit the right audience. And without that, they're not doing their job.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
Um, so tell us how you unlock onto that uh, another level, onto that dimension of photography to get a million, because it's like it becomes like a painting, right?
Yeah, great question, Harry. So my expertise is actually not in that specifically, and I'll tell you. So it's really for mostly for service orient anybody in a service oriented job. And so it's almost exactly what you're saying, but just a little bit different. I want to share the difference. So for a lawyer or a therapist, my specialty and what I have to share and almost open the door for other photographers to let them know it's possible and it
Mm-hmm.
should be required if they're going to be a not just a photographer, they're a marketer for their clients. And when a client is coming in and say, let's say he's a coach or a therapist, says, I need a headshot. They're not saying I need a headshot. They're saying I need more work. And so what I claim is possible is that I could bring out that side of the person that is what their target audience is looking for. Like, for example, for a therapist, right? Most likely they're looking for somebody that's warm, that's open, but it's also an expert. They don't want to be just chit-chatting with somebody forever. They want to be better. So they're
Mm-hmm.
looking for something that in second level you're talking about that's beyond this looking professional. It's, oh, I think I get you. And what I get is that you're like an open kind of person, and I could feel safe.
Approachable.
You're approachable, and
Yeah.
I can feel that you're also the expert. So I'm not going to be just chit-chatting with you forever. I'm
And
going to
the
get some.
and the photo had to express all this.
Yes.
Oh my God. Tough.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
then, yeah. Yeah. So you're wondering how? Are you wondering how do I do that?
No, I got the idea
Okay.
because we're doing with the books, and I know it's really complex, but you have to. But tell us how you do it. Tell us most important how you design your own process, because
Well, first of all,
when you're working for a lawyer, then now you have a therapist. Now you have to create that photo of that set of photo for the entrepreneur that
yeah,
is aligned more with the values, with the culture of the business,
yeah.
and uh, and and again, if that photo is not congruent, could be a sense of disconnection between the clients, and also it's something that we work a lot is with the personal brand, right?
Right.
You have a corporate brand and you have a personal brand, so the photo. That you have out there is what defines your personal brand. So, like I said before the broadcast, we work with a lot of photographers, and actually, the photographers and the people that work with us during filming the events, um, they um, they come with us. Or I say with me and Lily, and they know exactly how we want the things because we have spent time training them and spending time with them to then exactly what we want out of. It's not when they're going to record at an event or when they go to take our pictures. It's just not go and record or just take pictures. They already know what we're looking for, what with the outcome that we want of the photo, what kind of expressions we want, X, Y, and Z. And and I think that Lily and I we was discussing one that we are because we repeat the same all the time. Yeah, we were thinking to create like a link, like a booklet for the photographer and the video or for the new ones, because when we do these gala awards, then we have our core team, but then we have a lot of extra photographers that arrive to sometimes the celebrities, they bring their own photographs and so on. And And we also have to guide them and say, look, guys, I know you be photographing this severity, but you make sure that, the photos with this angle capture this type of people, and the try to capture the feeling that we want to express with the band and so on. Yeah. So Jon, when you start to discover that there was magic behind a photo, and actually the way that the photo is taken and the way that the person is dressed and being seen in the picture can have a positive or negative impact in the personal brand, actually in the business of the people.
Well, when I first did dating photography, I was just, noticing that that it was happening by itself. But I kind of, do you mind if I go back and answer the question you
Yes,
were?
yes.
Okay, so you were asking like, how do I work with? So I think I do something very similar that you do with your photographers. So I kind of want to redefine photography or headshot. Like almost, I would like a paradigm shift, in the well that right now, priority around photography, headshot photography is it has to be a beautiful photo with lighting and it's like you don't get it. Like that's only takes the photo this way. The next level
It looks
is
fake, Jon. It looks fake. When you see a photo like that, like
right.
taken with this professional photographer with this light and everything, you know what you're talking about. You do what we're talking about. You do this for a living. It's an amazing headshot, but when you see that photo, it looks fake. So nothing
Actually,
to do.
but
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna disagree with you. To disagree with you a little bit. It's not necessarily for me that it looks fake, but what it is, it doesn't give it the extra. The real work is at that next level. The real work is not the lighting and the pretty. The pretty photo, you're right, it looks fake. It's not genuine. But if the photographer knew how to take it to the next level, that next level is really what will make the viewer say, "Oh, I think I know you. I think I like you. I think I want to give you a call."
100%.
And that takes a particular expert. And that takes a particular expertise to know how to capture not just any kind of authenticity, but to even sculpt the very specific side of somebody that their audience will want to see. Like that will be one thing for a lawyer, I'm going to win and or a therapist or a real estate agent. That side, that personality could be different. So if there was that possibility to sculpt a particular side of them, that would be like you just won the lottery. And part of the process that I have is just simply to let photographers know they're not just a photographer. Usually, they're a marketer. So the first step is out from their client. Who are you? What is your business? What are your
100%.
what are your people looking for? And then to
100%.
really find out, to know how they need to sculpt their work to fit the right audience. And without that, they're not doing their job.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.